welcome back to another episode of the White Sox March to October, and we're getting started right away here again. And it's quite the spot that we're loading into. We're down 10-9 with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th and 2 outs with Luis Robert Jr. at the plate. So let's pause the game and take a breath. With this many runs having happened so far, we have to see where it's come from. We've got 3 home runs, and Colin Houck has hit his first career home run. All right, shouldn't even be here, and he seems to actually be playing pretty well when he does. It's a good day offensively, but I'm kind of scared to scroll down and see what's happened here with the pitching. What do we have? It's Kyle Hendricks with 5 earned runs allowed in 5 1/3, and then Jared Schuster came in and couldn't do anything right. 3 runs given up by Schuster, and he only made 1 out before getting yanked. Wow, and they had Shane Bieber only last 2 2/3. He gave up 5 runs, but none of them were earned on only 1 error. So it looks like the wind is blowing out, but with Luis Robert up, this isn't like the greatest situation, because we know that when it comes to him, his clutch rating is kind of on the low side, so it's a bit of a small PCI we got to work with. Hey, if he's going to pitch carefully here, I will not hesitate to take a walk here and tie the game. And yep, I can let that go. I am not even going to tempt myself by holding the controller in my hands. I've got my hands up right here. Put me on for freestanding. Give me that run. He did it. A 4-pitch walk to tie the game. And we still have the bases loaded to do more damage. Oh, wow. And that was it for him. Now it's Matt Strahm coming in on the Cardinals now. And Eloy with the perfect, we're going to take the lead. We can only bring 1 in to score, but there we go. Now I actually feel like I earned it. Especially with my track record in both games that we load into with runners on and 2 outs, but also at the start of new episodes. This is a big way to kick this one off. So that's why I turn on my do not disturb. I never get messages, and it threw me off when I was caught looking. All right, well, either way, we took the lead. We got 2 runs across, and we have Tyler Wells out there with a pretty decent amount of energy. I think I'm going to try and leave him in here. I guess I don't have to if I guess he did already give up a run on his own, and I missed that spot pretty bad there, but we'll stick with him. I don't think I've actually pitched with him this year with all the time he spent in the minors. Ooh, and we kept the slider in the zone inadvertently. It was the result of a yellow release, but I'll take it. And the ground ball to Montgomery. Nice and easy. There we go. And a circle change gets him swinging. Good inning from Tyler Wells. I'm glad I left him in. Even without a message popping up distracting me, I guess I'm looking at a straight 4-seam fastball for strike 3. And Montgomery, lefty. I actually thought that was a good swing, and looking at it, I was nowhere close. Wow. All right. I guess I can't really hit Matt Strahm. All right. Well, that means it's crochet time again. All this offense to have a 1-run lead at the very end to protect. We do have 2 lefties due up and a switch hitter. And I got to hit my spots, man. Come on. Oh, there we go. All right. 2 fastballs that went to as far out of the par as they could, or the furthest reaches of the par, but we still got the strike on both of those last 2 pitches from a 3-1 count. So there we go. Good start. And there we go. That's what I like to see more. 1 pitch, and it gets the out. And 1 more pitch gets the last out of the game. Crochet will handle it himself. I mean, man, even though we loaded in a pretty advantageous position, we still came back from another deficit, which means we get another big amount of fireballs all at once. And I'm pretty sure we left off last game with not a very good stretch of games. So that'll be nice to turn that around right away and get ourselves some momentum back. So there we go. We managed to win this series against the Cardinals. Now it's the Reds. Can we sweep them? We can't sweep them. Okay. Ooh, and now it's time for a Vlad junior player lock. It's not the start of the episode, but hopefully it's deep enough in that we can actually succeed. And he's already having a monster year. I mean, just the 3 numbers you can see here: 305 average, 34 bombs, 86 runs driven in 125 games into the season. I mean, yeah, he's playing insane. In what, like almost 40 less games, 150 less at bats. He has almost the same amount of doubles, 12 less home runs. He's drawn 70 walks while only striking out 54 times. He's also all the way up to a 98 overall, so I don't know, maybe his potential on the back end is all the way up at that 99. But the better he does, the more we're going to have to pay him, because he's a free agent after this year, and we're probably already going to have to pay him the max if we even want a chance at bringing him back, which I do want to bring him back. You can't have a guy play this good on a championship level team and not try to bring him back. Before we get into the player lock, though, I think it's been a while since we've actually taken a look at what the league is looking like. So we're at an 83-42 record, which should put us #1 in the AL. We took control of that in the last episode over the Jays, who now are 78-49, so we're decently ahead of them. That'd be what, a 6-game lead? And then in the West, the Rangers are a little bit more difficult. All right, 80-45. We still got a pretty solid lead over them, but they're not just gonna go away. Also, though, it looks like the Jays are pretty comfortably out in front here in the East, but the West it's a little close. The Astros still have a chance. Over in the National League, we've got the Phillies and Braves at the top of the East. Pretty much just a 2-team race. And then in the Central, I mean, it looks like the Reds are the team that's pulling out ahead here. And then finally, NL West, it's the D-backs and the Dodgers at the top of the division, duking it out here, a half game in between them. Even though the Dodgers have scored almost 100 more runs and given up like 80 less runs than the Diamondbacks. All right, but let's go here. Vlad player lock against the other Sox. We've got to face Tanner Houck, which I feel like that's not going to be an easy matchup, even though he doesn't have the best numbers on the year. We're also on the road, so that means we're going to be facing the Green Monster also. Vlad's going to have to get some launch angle under the ball if he wants to hit one out. All right, so we've made 2 outs to start the game and made Tanner Houck throw 4 pitches. That's a good start, guys. Oh, get off the monster. Come on. Did I hit it hard enough? I did. Are you kidding? I didn't see what the final swing looked like, but I smoked that. All right, well, on to AB2, and we're getting a perfect game thrown against us, or at least they're facing the minimum here, because it's 2 outs in the 4th inning, and it's the second at bat for the 3-hitter. Okay, well, it's not a perfect game because we do have a hit on the board. It's just somebody grounded into 2. However, our guy on the mound, Aaron Savali, he's got a stat line to watch out for, it seems. Oh my God, and So I have smoked a line drive to left that was caught, and now I have a perfect swing right to the second baseman for an out. I'm going to get screwed over in this one. And Savali doesn't have his perfect game going anymore because they've got 2 on the board here. We have the bases loaded. This is a big spot. Oh, that was so slow. That was so hittable, but it was so slow. And I blew it. I could have sat there and looked at it, and it would have been an RBI walk. All right, well, we get another chance. This game's not looking too good, down 6-1, and feel like we need an extra base hit here. Like, I don't think we can finish with any sort of plus situation if we don't at least get 2 bags. I mean, if he doesn't throw me any strikes, though, what am I supposed to do? I'm giving myself the green light here. Down 5. We need something. Okay, well, first of all, that was a check swing attempt, game. You really got to make me look that dumb? All right, I get walked anyway. But my God, dude. This is such an unfortunate game. You get 2 amazing swings that I don't get a hit on to start. And then in the bases loaded situation is when I don't do anything. And then now here at the end when we like need to actually do some damage at the plate, that's when I don't get a strike thrown to me. And that wraps up the game. A 6-1 loss. Absolutely shafted. Shafted like I've never been shafted before in a hitter player lock. So nothing with Vlad and a snowflake because we lost. That really, man, that That gets on my nerves. And we're gonna lose another game after it. At least we can win the last game of this series. Then we lose the first game against Seattle. We're not finishing strong. We've got a month left of the season. The Rangers are hot on our tails. And yeah, they've closed the gap by a game. We gotta get our act together, guys. Come on. All right, well, for the second time today, we're gonna be loading into a game with 2 outs in an inning and the bases loaded. So we gotta make another big swing here or draw another walk. Again, though, in a game this high scoring, we have to see what's gone on to get us here. Eloy and Colson Montgomery are going deep. Couple doubles on the board. Benintendi's caught stealing again. And then Dylan Cease with 6 innings, 4 allowed, 6 strikeouts, and 4 walks. Probably not his best outing. And then Tyler Wells with not his best outing. All right, but I feel like Duran has been very quiet this year, both when I use him and just in the season as a whole. So he could use a big swing here, even if it's just a base hit up the middle. And you get the pitch you want to see on a 3-1 count, and I overdid it. I overshot it. I brought the PCI too far up. That's fine. That just means we walk this one off. All right, well, Tanner Scott was already in the game 3 pitches in, and I'm going to stick with him because after Mitch Haniger, who isn't all that good against lefties anyway, but there's 2 lefties up after him, so lines up pretty nicely to have the lefty out there. And yeah, we'll just go ahead and sit Mitch down. Dude, that is paint from Tanner Scott here on those first 2 pitches. And then, oh my God, that's even more paint. I mean, I didn't really want that to be in the zone, but if it's going to be in the zone, that's as perfect as it can get. We've got an immaculate inning intact here. We still have one intact here. Oh, and he didn't chase. Inches away from history there. Inches away from an immaculate inning. Which I almost can't believe is as rare as it is. I saw something the other day that there's only been like 100 and something. Like there's been less immaculate innings than no hitters by a lot. All right, Benintendi leading it off here in the bottom of the 9th. I wouldn't mind. I see out there on the Jumbotron that Cespedes is due up 4th. I wouldn't mind getting it to him and giving him the walk-off. And that, nope, that's not hit hard enough. Oh, but it's going to be an error. I thought we were going to get on from it being a hit, and I didn't realize it was hit so weak, but we're still on first. Ooh, actually, should I? This might not be a bad idea here. Hampson on the bench, 89 speed for 51. Yeah, that's probably smart. Ball in the gap with his speed probably wins it then. Did I miss that? I thought that was a gift. What? I was too far out in front. That's definitely what happened there, but man, I don't know how. No, that's the same thing. That's not even a slow cutter. It's 90. The other one was 91. What am I swinging for? His fastball isn't even... His fastball's 91 to 95 also. Oh, I don't know why I'm so far out in front of that. And, okay, I'll take a free ball, I guess. I guess I did ask for it to line up for Cespedes here. Dude, I cannot slow the bat down on this cutter. This is ridiculous. I don't even understand it. It's got to be something about the arm angle or the release point or something. It's about as good of a swing. I felt like I waited back so far on that too, and it was still early. Extra innings it is then. All right, we're gonna go to Clay Holmes, even though for the majority of the inning, having a righty isn't the best set of matchups here. It's just I didn't realize that I didn't get Crochet loosening up. I thought I did. Okay, it's gonna... Oh, I got a yellow throw. You got it. Oh, Vaughn saved me. Vaughn actually saved me at first base. I wasn't expecting that. A 2-strike inside-out swing, and that's going to be what drives in the run. I, as a White Sox fan, have had enough of Cal Raleigh for a while. All right, there we go. Fastball up and in. You couldn't see it. Man, dude, usually you bring Clay Holmes in, it's just bang, 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 sit him down, but they are working some at-bats and about to throw 20 pitches here. And they're taking that? Oh, my God. There we go. Take that one. If you want to sit on your hands on the outside pitch, you can do just that on that sinker. All right, now we need to put up a run here. And they're bringing in Andres Munoz with a 1.37 ERA. Okay. Okay, Eloy's just gonna go ahead and handle it all on his own here. Dude, I have been hitting with Eloy Jimenez, I feel like, for a while for this season. Don't forget, he was the one that got the perfect swing to drive in the go-ahead run back in our first game, and now he does that. Just perfect. It was like 480 to center field to walk it off on the second pitch of the inning against a closer who we just saw with 37 saves on the season and like a 1.30 ERA. It was easy for him. That was one of the furthest home runs I feel like I've seen hit in this stadium. Straightaway center, and look where it made it. It made it up to the fans in center field. Nobody hits it there. So we're gonna get 2 fireballs for the win, an extra 1 for the walk-off, and that's all we were doing it for. That's the only reason I didn't score right away, is just I wanted the extra fireball for the walk-off. That's what it was. All right, man. Well, I feel like I keep playing good. Like, I won the first game. I thought overall I had a good game with Vlad. It's just the game didn't want me to have a good game. And then that one. But we keep, like, losing the games in between. So let's not see any of that. There we go. 3 wins in a row, and then we lose. We don't need to drop a game to Detroit. On to the Brewers here, and we get to play on the final day of August. We're up to 90 wins after that last one, and we get to load into this one up 2 in the inning, or in the game. In the 8th inning, there's 2 on, 2 out. Just got to get out of this little jam, and then it should be smooth sailing to the end. So let's get out of this little jam and then sail smoothly to the end. 6 runs on the board, though. I want to see where we got it from. Oh, and before I go over to me, look who's on the Brewers these days. Tim Anderson, batting 9th, but also batting 280 on the year and hitting his 13th home run against us. We have home runs from Vaughn, Vladdy, and Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver hitting his 26th of the year. And then it was Kyle Hendricks, gave up 4 but went 7. And then Tanner Scott is where we are right now. And I'll probably leave him in with the lefty at the plate. And there we go. We got the ground ball. Vaughn, you don't need to make me think you're not going to get there. Again, the bronze badge doesn't show up under his name. I don't really understand what goes into that. What gives him such a demerit to his fielding occasionally. All right, let's see if we can get any insurance here. Already up 2, but anything would be nice. Okay, yeah, I'll take a walk. I was nowhere near the zone on 3-2. Oh my god, I thought I hit that so well. I knew I timed it up, and then I saw the launch angle of that, and for a quick second I thought it was gonna go. That might bloop in. Okay, good swing. We had the walk with Garver on the pitch that was nowhere near the zone, in the dirt even, and then a perfect base hit from Duran to follow it up. Oh, can I make a good swing this inning, man? Come on. I feel like I've gotten nothing but pitches to hit, and I have not hit them. Oh, Fletcher, though. Fletcher's going to make our good swing, and that might drive in, too. Should I go for it? Nah. We'll hold them up. Even with 2 outs in the inning, we've got the 3-hitter up next, so we'll hold them up. Plus, I feel like I'm due for something with Vlad. Okay, well, a walk wasn't quite what I was thinking of, but that'll have to do. Okay. All right. An 11-pitch at bat, and we finish it with a perfect to drive in 2 with the runners on the move. I think, though, we still need to drive in 1 more run to meet that blowout threshold for that extra fireball, so we can't slow up now. Even with the new arm coming into the game, that's tough to face. Oh, and of course we have to end it on a failed check swing. There's a couple of those that have happened in this episode. It feels like it's a little bit more often than normal right now. I don't know, man. I don't need to be upset by that. We're up 5. We're looking pretty good. And you know what? Let's use this opportunity to get Tukey into the game. I don't know if I've even pitched with him this year, and if I have, it's only been like once or twice probably, because I don't really remember. There we go. Big looping curve for the punch out. I like it. Oh my god, that is... Oh my god, then he takes the splitter? And then he... at that point, with what he was putting together there, down 5, I almost wanted him to get on base. And that should end it on the ground to Montgomery. Nice little inning there to pitch with Tukey and a nice little win overall. Seems like we've gotten things back on track towards the end of this one here. It's only going to be the one fireball for loading into a pretty easy game there, but we seem to have gotten things at least somewhat back on track here after the last win through that sim, winning that game and hopefully leading to a couple more wins here. And now we're into September, so we're going to get a chance to see who our September call-ups are. And man, we simmed way further after that last game than I thought we would, all the way to the 8th. We're going to go ahead and end this one there because we might be at the point where it's not going to take much more. Next episode could be it for the regular season. But before we head out, I do want to see who our September call-ups are. So let's see what pitcher we got. Johnny Lasagna's back. That's who I would have wanted. And then for what hitter we called up, it's Brian Ramos. He's finally here. I mean, it's a shame we never got another chance to call him up for a boost. But I don't know, depending on how the offseason goes, we still might get that chance next season. All right, but as always, guys, make sure you remember to hit that like button for me if you enjoyed this one. And make sure that you're subscribed to the channel if you're enjoying these videos. But thanks for watching again today, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me again. And I will see you next time.